said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Tar Heels will kick it away first. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Texas's offense will take the field first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So North Carolina's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. To pass, it's Henderson. Makes the catch, it's Stevens.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Complete. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Stevens. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. He's in the touchdown, Longhorn. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning on the Jets. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, North Carolina.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football, I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Defense knew coming into this one they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's got it out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Got his man.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking to throw, it's Brooks. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They go to the ground. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here comes the option. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is. Dropping back, it's Henderson.
Plucks it out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Big time play by the defense, he'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Arms up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the try is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be third and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking for a man. It's Brooks. Grant behind the line. It's Washington. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Quarterback on the keeper. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense.
He lets one fly deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the ground, it's Washington. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Scanning the field, it's Brooks. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Flips it out in the flat. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The play action fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. pull and throw off the RPO. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Quickly to the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, and live to fight another down.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. It's complete on the right side. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Brooks. Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They're looking to throw on second and short. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Turning it on. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Texas offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity.
There he goes. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. It's Brooks. Still looking on the move. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock.
It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete in the middle. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Brooks. Pocket breaking down. Caught close to the marker, it's Washington. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Got his man on the right. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Direct snap. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
To the air on second down. Guard in the backfield. It's Grove. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Caught over the middle. It's Stevens. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
That route is a man beater, and the quarterback knew exactly where to go with it. He got the look he wanted, put it out in front of the receiver, let him do the rest, yards after the catch, setting up first and goal.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, North Carolina! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be knocked down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Under fire. The sure hands, it's Cuber. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Grove. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better.
He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it! Touchdown, UNC! And the beatdown has ensued.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to LSU. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They're facing a third down. To the air, it's Brooks. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's...
Throws toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
Got it in the middle. It's Grove. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And, Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Texas.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Looking to throw, it's Brooks. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to take a shot on second and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Escapes trouble. Got a man. It's Grove. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Here we go, here we go.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And it's incomplete on third down.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Grove. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find any.
Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just... their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns, and you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Coming out with it, it's McGowan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Off play action on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Base 27, John. Base 27, John.
He's got it on the right. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. fumble the football.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Makes the grab. It's Cuber. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Brooks. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over, thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Wide open downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
There's time on the clock. As a defense, stop us, because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Zings it complete to the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quick completion on the out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll ride his man on the option. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Carolina, 59, Texas, 14. Texas.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He'll get rid of it. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Makes the catch at the 30.
The return brings it out to the 35. And the North Carolina offense will take over.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This time on target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Tar Heels come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Makes the grab. That'll be enough. First down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. They've got the screen set up. Looking for room at the 30. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He's going for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Texas offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down, he'll throw it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
One more play to pad the stats. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.